Man, talk about an unbelievable rollercoaster of anticipation. And then, just disappointment. Atalanta 0, Lazio 0. Felt like a massive letdown, didn't it? We were all geared up for a clash of titans, two dynamic teams known for electrifying encounters. But what happened? Atalanta hogged the ball 59% of the time, boasting a remarkable 91% pass accuracy, yet all those 16 shots with 6 on goal didn't break the deadlock. And Lazio, almost invisible up front, but thank goodness for Ivan Provedel and his outrageous 6 saves. Listen, Atalanta's aggressive press versus Lazio's ironclad defence turned into a midfield duel, not the goalfest we expected. Was it a tactical masterclass or offensive knockbacks? You decide. Hit subscribe and join the conversation, because this isn't the end of our post-match debrief. But hey, shifting our gaze from the overall team dynamics to individual brilliance, we have to talk about Ivan Provedel. This guy was absolutely on fire between the sticks for Lazio. Honestly, his performance was a masterclass in keeping your cool under relentless pressure as he clinched that outstanding 8.9 rating. It's like he had an invisible wall around the goal. Look, Atalanta came with guns blazing, 16 shots, and out of those, 12 were right from inside the box. Provedel's 6 incredible saves were nothing short of heroic. And, let's be real, considering Atalanta's high expected goals figure of 2.36, Provedel turning them away was a sight to behold. His knack for commanding the area during those stressful set pieces, particularly the 7 corners, just shows his leadership, doesn't it? And beyond just stopping shots, his distribution was sharp, with 23 successful passes showing his all-around game sense. In a match like this, where anything could have tipped the balance, Provedel was the rock Lazio needed, and that doesn't just bode well for this game, but for their future defensive strength too. It's a testament to how these individual performances sometimes seal the deal in tight contests like this one. Now, switching gears a bit, let's look at Atalanta's play, and man, it's kind of mind-boggling, right? I mean, they had all this possession, 59% to be precise, which tells us just how much control they had over the game. But here's the thing, that control never quite translated into the breakthroughs they needed. At times it felt like they were knocking, but never quite bulldozing through the door. Atalanta set up in a 3-4-2-1 formation, something that, theoretically, should allow for creative exploitations of space, and we saw glimpses of that. Their high pass accuracy of 91% just screams precision and intent. But despite having 16 shots and a high expected goals, XG of 2.36, the net remained untouched. It's crazy, isn't it? We saw some individual sparks like Charles de Ketelaere taking on defenders and dribbling with intent, but ultimately something was lacking in terms of finishing. Perhaps this is about fine-tuning those final thirds, or maybe it's about decision-making when the pressure's on. Going forward, sharpening these aspects could turn that dominance into actual scalps. In the world of football, sometimes it all boils down to that extra slice of clinical edge. But now let's pivot to what was quite the masterclass in defensive resilience. We're talking about Maurizio Sarri's shrewd tactics that effectively corralled Atalanta's buzzing front line. Opting for a 4-3-3 formation was a clear indication of prioritising defence, which, let's be honest, was apparent from the way Lazio stifled numerous Atalanta advances. It certainly came at a cost, only 4 shots and a meagre expected goals tally of 0.25. But it worked, with Mario Gila Fuentes leading the fortress, racking up 6 tackles and 4 interceptions. He was the cornerstone of Sarri's defensive wall. You could actually see how his partnership with Alessio Romagnoli was critical, frustrating Atalanta's key attackers like Charles de Ketelaere. Sarri's tactics really showcased the value of playing it strategically smart against a formidable foe. Switching it up, sometimes sacrificing some offensive flair for defensive steel, paid off. And guys, what did you make of Sarri's approach? Was going defensive the right call, or should he have dared more upfront? Let's get the conversation buzzing. Drop your thoughts below. Love hearing your takes.